my God, that's awesome.
I know. I'm talking
Nancy
to
just
the
made my day.
I'm talking to the Queen Mother, who is a cocky bastard and small blood soldier.
Woohoo! Oh my God, that is so awesome.
Well, and the first thing I'm going to say for anybody who watches this, what you do at the beginning is you relax and you smile. Just a great big beaming smile. And a lot of people doing lives could look at that and say, you know, that's what they should be doing. Connect with your audience. Don't need any words half the time, as long as you're present, if you know what I mean. And you did that. It was a great example.
Absolutely. So through my studies of quantum physics and quantum biology, I became aware of the conscious and unconscious. We walk around, according to Dr. Bruce Lipton, his studies and research, he states that 95% of what we feel, which means what we're transmitting into the quantum creator field, is unconscious for most people. Mm-hmm. Therefore, this was my experience years ago, was I would do the positive affirmations, all of that, but I was not conscious of what I was feeling. Therefore, I was neutralizing the positive affirmation or diminishing their effect, because I was unconsciously visualizing failure, or the opposite of what I was doing the affirmation about.
Yeah.
And that's something I think this is part of my, like I mentioned before, my quest to inform and empower others to understand what's really happening energetically. And when I say energy, and frequency, I'm talking feelings. Feelings and frequencies equate to the same thing. I developed a couple of years ago a meditation, for lack of a better term. People know what the word meditation means. People meditate because they're looking to calm themselves. They're looking to feel more connected. They're looking to feel more expansive. What that really means is that they're shifting their frequency alignment away from fear-based frequencies to joy-based frequencies, feeling more awe and wonderment than limited and unworthy feelings, you know, the spectrum. Mm-hmm. So this technique is taking into account what's going on a quantum biological level. And I put together an MP3 audio file of the guided visualization with music and so forth. And I'm giving it away for free because I want to empower people to understand what's happening and to give them the tools so that they can begin to become more conscious of where they are. Are they feeling good primarily, or are they aligning and associated with feeling bad feelings? Mm-hmm. So that they can, because the body is an amazing instant biofeedback machine. That when we are aligned with feeling bad feelings, there's a pulling in of our chest. There's a heaviness like a rock. Our belly is tight and heavy. And conversely, when we are aligning with the feeling good feelings, there's sort of an openness, and we want to put our shoulders back, and our tummy is soft and relaxed, and you know, all those other things like that. So we can tell right away, once we've gone back and forth and seen what it feels like, then it's really easy to know, where am I primarily aligning my feelings? And if I'm thinking good thoughts, but I'm feeling tight in my chest, then I know that unconsciously there's something going on, that I better take a look at that and shift myself back. So that's there just for free. Just download it, have at it. Once a person is ready to learn the science behind what is going on, then they can do with it what they choose. And I certainly recognize that I've been on an unfolding journey. I didn't have this clarity a year ago even. I didn't have this clarity even 6 months ago, because I'm constantly bringing stuff up from the unconscious. I call them the modules, working through them and then releasing them so that there's more and more direct contact with the expanded self. So everybody's on a different point, and what makes sense in that moment may not have made sense to them a year before, and may not make sense to them a year later because they'll be in a new place. So everybody's on their own journey. I love Facebook. I think it's fun. I enjoy it.
So why do you?
I used to have, let me put it this way. I used to resonate more in the unconscious belief of lack. And in 2015, the January 2015, I made a decision to deep dive into the unconscious to really understand what was going on in there that I kept self-sabotaging. I kept, like with you and your lottery ticket thing. What was going on? And it was quite a journey. It wasn't until the second quarter of this year that things started to fall back into place. I started to come out the other side. And prior to that, my alignment of my feelings were very similar to a lot of people on Facebook in the different groups we belong to. You know, it's like, it's a lack kind of consciousness where I have to make, my physical self has to make things happen. And now that since I've shifted, now I'm experiencing different people on Facebook because I'm not aligning with that anymore. So I'm noticing, and now I'm connecting with people. Author. I've also, I have 3 businesses. I have a national sales brand management company for natural products manufacturers.
Yeah.
I have had that for 26 years. I'm very passionate also about health and those kinds of good choices and making sure that there's sustainable solutions to what we do here on the planet. And so I've been the national sales manager as a subcontracted from my company for several companies. So I'll show up in alignment with those companies sometimes. Besides my publishing company, I have a publishing company called Empowered Whole Being Press, and that's for visionary authors. I've had that for 4 years, and so that'll pop up with my name associated with illustrations for some of the books and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So, may I say, you have a seasoned look, as if you've had an interesting life and a wide range of experiences from low to high. Would that be?
Yeah. Yes, I did a lot of great research early on so that I could now, as a coach and transformation facilitator, I pretty much have experienced almost everything so that I can support the transitions for those. I do a lot of work with individuals who have experienced some sort of abuse, whether it's sexual or physical, in their growing up process. And because they know that I can relate to that, and I can say, I understand. I have an understanding of what you're talking about, and this is what I've experienced, and this is why I am where I am now. This is what I've done to shift that. And I think it's really good to have the richness. So thank you for that observation.
You walk into a cafe, there's all these people, and say as a man, there's one woman there, and all of a sudden you look at that woman and your heart goes boom, 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 and there's like it's a different world completely. What's going on?
You're connecting on a quantum level with a certain feeling, and there also could be some unconscious projections in there as well.
Mhm.
That person could, for the woman, for that, I'm assuming a man who sees her, could be associating unconsciously her looks with something that could be from either that life experience or another life experience. Because again, quantum rule, entanglement, everything is everything.
Mhm.
There are people that I resonate with because I know we've been circulating in similar loops and multiple life experiences for a long time. And we have similar journeys. There's a lot of things that can cause that. But yeah, it's energy.
So
Does
what?
that, well, your last statement is actually the pivotal statement, the onus. I would say that the ownership, I only work with people who are ready, willing to accept the possibility that they are more than their physical self, number one.
Mhm.
And number two, are willing to accept the accountability and take ownership of what they're experiencing as a creation of what they're first feeling.
Right.
That's my two caveats.
Yeah.
And when those two are met, those two thresholds are met, then I'll work with that person because they're ready to really create lasting change and evolution. Can't do it without those two things first.
And why do you do what you do?
Oh, I couldn't imagine doing anything else. No, it's my purpose.
How would your friends describe you?
Oh, golly. Passionate, serious sometimes, fun-loving, intense sometimes. I've been readjusting that because I have such expansive energy that if I really focus on someone, it can be overwhelming for them. So I've learned to monitor that in a more more non-evasive way. For getting in touch with me would be through empoweredwholebeing.com, my website. There's a contact tab there. It's easy to do. And when you're there, look around, hang out for a while. There's all kinds of articles and videos and just all kinds of information to support reframing the context of who you are. And lots of tools, and would encourage people to pick up that free MP3 for the guided visualization for shifting their frequency. And that's basically it.
Talking
That is,
about boundaries.
yeah,
Yeah.
energetic boundaries.
Yes.